Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to CommuniKids Preschool. We are very excited to have you all here this afternoon. My name is Janine Piacenza, and I am the co-founder and CEO of CommuniKids. And Raul Echevarria, he is here somewhere. He's my co-founder as well and the president of CommuniKids. And again, I'd like to give you all a warm welcome here today in our DC Center in Tenleytown. CommuniKids is a language immersion preschool. We were founded in 2003 when 6 families came together. We were looking for a dual language program for our own children and couldn't find one. They were toddlers at the time. So we found a space in a church in Tenley Circle, and we started CommuniKids with 6 children, and we were doing full Spanish immersion. And we discovered that infants, toddlers, preschoolers are at the prime time in their development to learn multiple languages at the same time. We also discovered that there was a great need for childcare and high-quality preschool programs in the district. So we decided to formalize CommuniKids, and in 2005 we launched CommuniKids, and we've grown it to have 2 centers now. We have DC here in Tenleytown, where we have 76 children currently enrolled, ages 2.5 to 5, and then we also have a center in Falls Church, Virginia, where I used to be a public school teacher. And in Falls Church, we have 123 students, and they are in Spanish, French, or Mandarin. And we hope with more space that we might be able to offer more languages in the dual language programs in DC. In this current school year, 2017-2018, we had the privilege of becoming a participant in the DC Pre-K Enhancement and Expansion Program that is allowing us to provide free pre-K to 3- and 4-year-olds in the district. It really has been life-changing for us and our parents, our families. We currently have 40 students in the program in pre-K 3 and 4, and we're very, very grateful to OSSI, who has just granted us funding to provide next year for 88 students. So thank you, OSSI, for that. And I would just like to say that we firmly believe here at CommuniKids that DC is leading the country in universal pre-K. DC is having a groundbreaking program here, and not only providing universal pre-K to 4-year-olds, but also to 3-year-olds. And so we are very, very excited to be part of that program, and we are so grateful that we can grow and offer this program to more students. And we also hope to expand to include infants and toddlers in the future as well as we continue to grow. So with that said, I would like to Raul is there now in the because he wasn't in the room before. My co-founder. I would like to take the opportunity to thank Mayor Bowser for being a dedicated and committed fighter for our young children and families in the district, and she has just been a crusader and committed to pre-K, universal pre-K, and expanding spaces for infants and toddlers, and trying to reduce the burden of expensive childcare for our families in DC. So I would like to thank you for that, and thank you for giving CommuniKids the opportunity to partner with you and partner with OSSI and partner with the district on this very, very important work. So I would like to introduce Mayor Muriel Bowser. We're thrilled to have you here with us today. Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, I can see why there's so much excitement here at CommuniKids. Let's give Janine and Raul a big round of applause for their fantastic center here. And I, too, want to acknowledge members of my education team, Anna Smith, the Deputy Mayor for Education, who's at the front, and our Superintendent of Education, Hansul Kang. Please give them a round of applause. We are just delighted with this announcement today. We had the idea, I guess, we were walking around and going to different centers, and center after center, people impressed upon us their happiness with a federal program. You don't hear that often, but they were. They loved the federal facilities that allowed child care in the building or close by the building. And what we learned about the federal program is that the government would participate with the space in particular, help with build out, and thereby drive down the cost of opening child care facilities. It had the added benefit of putting parents closer to their children, which I think led to a lot of satisfaction with the program. And so given the wonderful baby boom that we are experiencing in Washington, D.C., the need for child care slots continues to grow. And we want to be a part of the solution. So part of what we're doing today and have done over the last 3 years is make investments that will allow great operators to grow, add seats, and provide quality care. We have invested, for example, in the last 3.5 years, over $12.5 million in high-quality child care options. We have created new seats for infants and toddlers with a $10 million increase in our child care subsidy program. And this year, in my 2019 budget, and I understand that the council supported it today with its first vote on our budget, is something that we know is going to help D.C. parents. We're going to provide a $1,000 refundable tax credit per child for parents who enroll their children in one of our licensed child care facilities. And we know that this will put money in people's pockets. So not only are we trying to help support from the provider end, we're trying to make their payments for care more affordable with this $1,000 tax credit. So we are talking today about one of the 3 sites that we have made available, I guess, in the coming months that we'll be able to open. We selected 3 sites, one at the University of the District of Columbia, yes, UDC, Go Firebirds. Also at the Stevens School in Foggy Bottom, and at the Deanwood Recreation Center in Deanwood in Ward 7. And CommuniKids participated with others in a competitive process and was selected to provide child care at the University of the District of Columbia. We also made a second selection for Deanwood, correct? Because it is available now, and the Stevens School will become available in soon. It's not ready yet. And the second provider is Kiddie University. Congratulations, who is here? And I had the pleasure of visiting with Kiddie University in one of their locations on 8th Street. And now they will open, is this your second or third? The third location at the Deanwood Recreation Center. So we look forward to that. So what we are talking about today is the addition of 120 high-quality child care seats for Washingtonians. And beginning in 2020, we'll add even more at Thaddeus Stevens School in Foggy Bottom. And then I'm asking my team to find some more locations. And why not? We have government buildings in many places throughout the city. Much of the space is used for office space, some for retail, and we want to be able to see if any of it would be appropriate to add to our child care options so that we can help push down the price of starting and operating child care in Washington, D.C. So with that, let me introduce you to our education leaders who will be responsible for continuing to make this happen. Deputy Mayor Smith, followed by Superintendent Kang.
Thank you, Mayor Bowser. Thank you, CommuniKids, for welcoming us. Congratulations to Kiddie University. Thanks for all of you for being here today. I'm going to keep this very brief because I want to get over and see the kiddos. As a parent of a soon-to-be 3-year-old myself, I think our investment, the mayor's investment in early learning, early childcare, really speaks to the emphasis that we put on and the importance we put on all of our children receiving the opportunity to succeed in life. And we know that an education, a high-quality education, is the foundation to all of that. And so not just here with CommuniKids and at our new sites and Kiddie University, we are working to ensure that students in all 8 wards have access to high-quality childcare, to high school, elementary, middle school programs in all of our schools. I want to take an opportunity to thank a couple of the other organizations and partners that helped make this possible. I'd like to recognize Dean Massey from the University of the District of Columbia. Thank Department of General Services for their partnership in releasing and announcing these solicitations, and also Department of Parks and Recreation. Without their collaboration and partnership, this would not have been possible. Sorry, I see Director of DGS, Greer Gillis, in the back right here. Thank you, Greer. So with that, I want to just say thank you again, congratulations. What it takes to invest not just in the space, but the providers themselves really is a foundational part of this work. Bless you. One that we have made investments in, as the mayor spoke to, financially, but also to make sure that you have the resources, the supports, the educators necessary to really deliver on the high-quality education. And that is something that we will continue to focus on because it's not just about more centers. And the mayor has set a very ambitious goal that we're going to work towards of adding more spaces, but making sure that we have the pathways to the degrees, to the CDA, to the associate's degree, the licenses and educational expertise that we know really helps serve our children well. We're excited to support that, and I'm sure Hansel, the superintendent, will speak about that as well. So thank you again, and welcome Hansel Kang, Superintendent of Education.
Thank you so much. I want to thank again the mayor for her leadership on this incredibly important issue. I think as you've heard from the remarks already today, she has really made sure that we as an administration are thinking comprehensively about this matter, not just thinking about one approach as the only way to solve it, but really thinking about how we support providers by making these facilities available, by increasing the subsidy rate, by ensuring we're providing the training and supports and coordination across agencies that we need to make this work for you all. Also supporting families through this new tax credit, which is providing a concrete way to offset the cost of care, and also through the increasing the subsidy rate impacts our families as well. And just through all of the work that we're doing. I'm so glad CommuniKids mentioned the pre-K enhancement and expansion program. We know that in Ward 3 there's a real need for pre-K 3 seats, slots for our children, and one of the things this administration has done is make sure that more providers have the chance to access that pre-K enhancement and expansion program so that all our families can access universal pre-K, whether it's in our DCPS schools, our DC public charter schools, or through our fantastic community-based organizations. So we're excited to be able to partner with CommuniKids in many ways. I want to thank again and recognize Janine and Raul and all the staff here at CommuniKids. We see in our best and highest quality centers that they're providing such a warm and engaging environment for everybody, and really providing that foundation for the early childhood education that our children need. And we're so thrilled that you will be expanding to the University of the District of Columbia. We know that you work to prepare young children to become global citizens by creating this language immersion environment that offers high-quality educational programs and helps our children get prepared through learning a second language as well. And we will continue to work to support great providers like you, like Kiddie University, who are also thrilled to have here, and to continue to expand access for both providers and for families as we work to meet the needs of our growing city. We are thrilled to, as part of the investment that the administration has made, to be able to work to add 1,000 new quality infant and toddler seats to DC's supply by 2020. That's through our government buildings. It's also through our grants. And just in closing, I just want to give a thank you to the OSSI staff who've worked so hard to make this announcement happen, to work with DGS and other partners, and to work to administer the new grant, the new facilities grants that we hope to announce the outcomes of very soon as well in the coming weeks. So thank you all so much for being here today. Thank you and congratulations again to CommuniKids and to Kiddie University, and we look forward to partnering with you. And before we close, we're going to hear from one more speaker, Dr. Massey from the University of the District of Columbia.
Good afternoon. On behalf of my president, Ronald Mason, I want to thank Mayor Bowser personally for having the vision to not only understand the need of the city for seats, but to create a competitive process that is bringing to our institution one of the most highly regarded child care agencies in the city. So we are ecstatic that we are having the opportunity to tie the mission, vision, opportunities of a university with the needs of the city through an amazingly high-quality provider. I think it's really important that what you do and have been doing for some time ties together what the university is founded on, using the base of the humanities and liberal arts and tying that to a global vision so that we identify early in the lives of our students opportunity to be real participants in a global economy. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. I also want to say that we are really excited that UDC has been providing high-quality opportunities for teacher preparation since its inception. So that's what we do. And across the city, you will find our teachers in every corner of the District of Columbia. We currently have 5 opportunities to walk into early childhood educator preparation. So we have a CDA and an AA at our community college. We have a BA in early childhood education at our 4-year institution and a 4-year degree in human development, which also is seeding the pipeline for early childhood providers. But we also have a master's degree in early childhood education that has grown tremendously over the last 5 years. So we're excited that you understand in this vision that it's not just about seats and providing what exists, but providing the pipeline that gives residents of the city opportunity to be a part of that vision and to move seamlessly as their children are served from opportunities at the level of a CDA to potentially a master's trained early childhood teacher who can then be a part of the vision that takes the city beyond the current 120 to the 1,080 that I know you have as a part of your vision. So we are absolutely excited. One of the last things I want to do is to invite you here with me. We have had a early child care center on the campus for some time. We recently did a revision, and so you're inheriting a space that is absolutely lovely. And I know you're going to put your stamp on it, but you are inheriting a space that is absolutely lovely. We are so excited to be able to see little people back on our campus. We're an international campus that sits in an international community. We have from our staff ranks through our faculty ranks, people who are just so anxious to be able to place their children in the care of your center. So we have called our little people on the UDC campus fireflies historically. So I want to present you with a t-shirt for your first enrollee, and we'll find a way to brand it so that we can, so we look forward to your assistance with helping to educate the teacher candidates that will move through our ranks. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I'm sure the fireflies would shine brightly.
And I'm going to invite Mayor Bowser back to the mic, and she'll entertain questions.
Thank you. Okay. Are there any, we'll take any questions. We'll start with press questions. Okay, any other questions? Thank you, everybody. Congratulations.